So we're going to put the daisies now. And what I'm mixing is, my main color is yellow ochre. I'm putting a bit of cadmium red light in it and cadmium yellow light in it as well. I still want it to be dark so I can have enough room for highlighting later on. But I like it to be vibrant. I like the color to be deep and vibrant. This is a big round brush. It's not an expensive one. It's Royal and Langnickel. You can find them everywhere. They're at,
I saw some in HomeSense today.
Yeah. I think I bought them from HomeSense.
I can't believe HomeSense has brushes.
Yeah, they do.
They've got a lot of art supplies right now.
Where are they? Like, where are they? Are they where all the mirrors and stuff is?
Stationary. They're near stationery and books.
Yeah, near the books and stationery. That's right.
Yes, and
I have never seen that there.
Well, right now they have a lot. So if you go in now, you'll definitely find them.
Leanne,
Okay.
did you have cadmium yellow light as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Otherwise, yellow ochre is too dull. Yeah, they're in that section. You'll see. Which location did you go to?
I was in the one up in near Air Mills Town Center today because I was just going by there.
Okay.
But the one down on in Clarkson, when I was in there a week or so ago, they had tons of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the one in Clarkson. I go to that one because it's closer to my home where I live.
Yeah.
So I go there most of the time. That's where I go. And I like the one on Sherway Gardens too.
Yes, me too.
That's a good, nice location too. Now the shape I'm putting, I know they might be like, the shape might be, those petals might be too close to each other. There's not enough separation between, but that's okay. For now, this is not the last stage. This is just, we're just placing them.
Mine are looking too orange, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Too much red.
Yeah, be careful with red. You want to put a touch of red, not too much, because it takes over. It does take over.
Yeah.
But it is nice.
Mm-hmm. As far as color, you mean, or is it nice? Yeah.
I'm redoing mine.
Ah, okay.
I think I used
Brown.
Naples yellow, but I think it's Naples yellow that I used. I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. I like them to be more vibrant.
Yeah, vibrant and they with depth. So we could highlight them. When you highlight them, they look great. Sometimes when I know, like if I see that it's going to be a really kind of dark area, especially at the center, I add more yellow ochre and red for that area. If there's a kind of a center where I like it to see, I like the depth. It's dark. So this one here, I added more yellow ochre and red for that one. There's one in the back here too. There's like a kind of some in the shadow in the back. I'm not worried about the shape too much because I can use, I can do later on negative painting with the background and reshape my flowers. So closer to the center, I'm taking yellow ochre, touch of red in my yellow ochre, no yellow cadmium, I'm sorry, yeah, and no cadmium yellow light. And I am putting some of this in the center here. So I'm pressing, then I lift.
You're putting it over the total petal? The total or just the end, just the ends? Or at the bottom? Just the bottom?
No, the total, the whole thing.
Okay.
Oh, you mean you mean the orange part?
Yes. Yes.
Orange part?
Yes.
Yes, at the bottom of the petal.
Okay.
The one these, not all of them, not
Yeah.
all of them, some of them.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. This is good. I'll wait for you to do this, and then we'll move on to not the Queen Anne lace, the other one. The gold. Right, for the center of the daisies, I'm using burnt umber, and I'm putting a touch of red in there, so they don't look too dark. It's a small, I'm using a small round brush. Okay. Now, once we highlight, and if I find that I need more, they need to be darker, then I can go back and add some dark paint in there with the brown. But I think it should be okay with burnt umber. Nice. All right. Okay, so
Wow.
this is cadmium yellow light, and I picked up a touch of red. You can see like the tip of my brush, because red is really powerful, and made it into a warm yellow. And I'm going to come here. I'm going to start from the back. So now we're highlighting. I can see in here that some of the greens, eventually, I'm going to put some more green in here and make it more deeper and bushier. in this area. But for now, we can start from the back. So I'm going to take this colored round brush. It doesn't have to be a good brush. And now I'm going to be careful because when you start highlighting, you shape. You see the shape. And I'm doing it really carefully because I like the shape of these flowers in the back. I'm going to take actually, I'll do it later. The one in the back, I'm going to keep it very soft. I'm not going to highlight it too much. Okay, that's good.
Cadmium yellow light and yellow ochre.
Cadmium yellow light and cadmium red light.
Cadmium.
Eventually, I'm going to be putting green here at the bottom. And again, I will reshape it with the blue negative painting. I will reshape this part with the blue. Now, let's come to this one here. Again, it has more like an art, it's arching like that. So I'm gonna okay. The one down here shouldn't be too light, so I'm gonna add. I'm just gonna show you. My brush has, you know, the highlights on it, which is yellow and red. I'm gonna pick up with the same highlights still there. Pick up some yellow ochre, come back. Because that one, this one here, is not highlighted that much. So I'm gonna put the highlight, but not strong. And that one, this one here. That one here too. There. Okay, good. Okay. I'm gonna pick up again with the tip of my brush, a bit of really small amount of yellow, just cadmium yellow light, and highlight a bit. I'm gonna reshape them after. Okay. Where else do we have yellow here? We have yellow back over here. And you know, I know like sometimes you see them in certain spots in the original reference, but you know, I like to just add a couple here and there. Doesn't have to be in the same spots. Exactly the same. Okay, good. That looks good. Okay, now behind this daisy, there is one. I'm going to ignore it for now. It's not really necessary to put it there behind those petals. You could see it. You could see one coming across that way. Really, it doesn't have to be there. Before I start highlighting the golden rod, is that what it's called? Yes, golden rod. I'm going to make sure that I highlight my daisy. And I just realized right now that one, I don't have to do that. I can highlight it. Okay, let's highlight this daisy so we can put the golden rod on top. Same yellow. cadmium yellow light with red. But I'm pushing red in with the tip of my brush, very controlled. Make sure that I am in control, not the red itself. Okay, there. So, smaller brush for now because I'm highlighting. Let's increase the amount of red a bit and bring in here. Increase the amount of red in here and bring in some yellow ochre. That gives me a medium tone. I'm going to come from here, push it up. Okay. There's another one here. I missed it, but I can put it right now. Okay, now let's do this one. And if it ends up a bit bigger, the petals are a little bit bigger, it's okay. It's nice. And again, I am going to be adjusting the background eventually. Okay, that's good. That's looking really nice. I'm darkening this area here, right there, because I like the way the leaf, the petal folds, and I'm adjusting the background behind it, the one in the back, So what I'm doing is I'm adding a touch of, I added a really small amount with this little brush. With the tip of my brush, I added a bit of burnt umber to the orange that I have. And I'm gonna pick up now cadmium yellow light with the same brush. Make sure it's it's nice and thin. I think it's a bit too much. That's better like that. Just a cute little detail. It's not necessary, but it's just cute. Okay. Now, let's go back. So since we're working with yellow and this area is almost kind of in between and it's good, I usually wait for the paint to dry and then I'll see if I want to adjust anything after. Up till now, it looks good to me. I'm going to start putting with the same combination of cadmium yellow light and cadmium red light, the tip of my brush. I'm just going to start highlighting the goldenrod. Just dabbing. All I'm doing is just dabbing. But I'm keeping an eye on the shape. And again, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. Of course, it doesn't. You know, it's nice to give it a bit of a different movement, but as long as it still looks good.
Sorry, that was just yellow layout. I was. green.
Yellow and red.
Okay.
Eventually, I'll put some blue in there, more blue, to again shape them, and I'll put as well green in between, because this is really heavy right now. I like how they're overlapping with the petals of the daisies. They're cute. Okay, more.
Is the goldenrod just a little bit of red and yellow light?
Yeah. Okay, so this is, I think I used cerulean blue for the background. Does anyone remember if I used cerulean blue?
Yeah, it was cerulean and no, purple.
Ultramarine violet,
And white, I think.
white, yeah, okay. So that's, thank you. This is what I'm doing right now. Some cerulean blue and white, just to open up. This is kind of becoming here heavy. And the reason is, first of all, I lost the shape of the golden rod. So I want to bring it back and make them a little bit fluffier. The other thing is, it's nice to see the movement, how the petal here curves. Now, let's do this as well here.
Are you doing negative painting?
Yeah, negative painting right now, just to
Okay.
reshape those. And I'm still not 100% happy with this. They look funny. Okay, I do have here yellow and blue. I'm mixing yellow with a touch of red in there. And I'm going to pick up some blue that will give me a nice green. Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just brought up a picture of what goldenrod looks like.
Mhm.
So it seems to have little branches that clump.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, let's. I'm mixing cadmium yellow light, touch of red. more cadmium red light. I better kind of slow down on this because it's lifting a bit. All right, meanwhile, let it dry because I want to highlight it a little bit more over here and right here. So I'll let it dry a bit and then I'm going to adjust here. Usually what I do is I wait for it to dry and then I go back, and if it needs highlights, I add the highlights. This one here needs to be highlighted a bit. So I'm adding cadmium yellow light. Okay, good. Let's come to this one. Okay, I'm gonna change my brush and then to a smaller one so I can do this detail. Oh, it's okay. I'm trying to get some green going here. So I can again do a bit of negative painting and reshape that petal there. Because I can see here, eventually I'm going to be putting white, but that is, yeah, it should be like that. Good. Okay, now. All right. Right. Change position. I will wait for it to dry and then I'll adjust the value. Okay, a bit of cadmium red light, yellow light in here. All right, good. You know, I'm gonna go into too much detail in here. That's good enough. I take cadmium yellow light and try to give it some movement up here, but it's not really necessary.